Well, hello there, lovers of Ultimate General Gettysburg. Today I decided to go ahead and bring a battle that I actually unlocked in my campaign, something that I personally really enjoy playing. I'm going to play as the Confederacy today. I've gotten a lot of people requesting that. I mostly play as the Union, so we're going to go ahead and try to do the Hammer and Anvil at Devil's Den. What that is basically we are trying the good old Battle of Gettysburg, try to take Devil's Den from the Union Army. We have to go uphill for this fight, and Union is well dug in, guys. I want to show you guys how well dug they are over here. And this isn't even the Devil's Den area. The Devil's Den area and Little Round Top are down here. Now, I remember quite a while back, or not even a while back, in my last video, as a matter of fact, we actually were able to repel the Confederates as the Union in this same battle. And I was bragging, saying that I thought I could probably win this battle as the Confederacy, and I'm going to try to do that right now. Now, this is a tough battle. The Union definitely have the advantage in numbers. They definitely have the advantage in artillery and just about everything. But I'm going to do my best, my absolute best, to go ahead and secure a victory in this battle. And I'm going to do it a little differently. I'm not going to focus right on Devil's Den. I'm going to actually come from the north here and focus on this area right here, near Weikert's Farm, J. Weikert's Farm, I like to call it. And we can go ahead and move up to the Peach Orchard. In fact, we can go ahead and move some of our artillery over here to the Rose Woods, just up here, and we'll move our infantry units. Along with these, I sort of want them to support the attack at George Wright Farm. So we're going to go ahead and just keep this going like this. Lane is going to come this way as well. Thomas and Perrin are also going to be in this general direction. I'm not going to stray away from this position, really. In fact, I can send Johnson over here. Johnson, excuse me. And let's get started. So hopefully this will be a good starting position for this battle. We're going to go into battle. I really hope that we can do well here and succeed, because I'm confident we can win. It's not an easy battle by any means. Okay, General Hood's has finally arrived. Enveloping attack up the Emmitsburg Road. Let's take a look at where he's coming from, and at that point we can decide kind of where we're going, what we're going to do. And we also got some artillery division, so we definitely want to move on that. You can see the Union has already secured Little Round Top, and they're in the process of securing Round Top over here. Or sorry, they've secured Round Top, they're in the process of securing Little Round Top, so that's not so good for us. But we should try to make the best of it. You can see that our infantry is coming into view. I'm going to go ahead and send the general unit. We are taking a lot of artillery fire here. These are some really brave men. In fact, I think I'm going to have them run into their positions. We'll have Posey run too. No reason for them to keep taking sustained artillery fire for this long. And we'll go ahead and have them... We won't have them stop here. They're not able to open fire at us with their artillery anyway if they're behind the infantry. But it wouldn't hurt to kill a few of these guys. There we go. Wow, our guys have gotten into combat very fast here. I think it's a great job. Let's try to get our artillery over here, actually. I wonder if this one can fire shell shot. I don't think it can. Wow, so we're already kind of going uphill. We'll take a look at the elevation here. Sort of uphill. It's more or less, you know, it's not as uphill as Little Top, but it's still pretty uphill. It's still going to be a challenge, obviously. But we're doing a pretty good attack over here by Weikert's Farm, starting a pretty nasty volley on the enemy. I want to make sure that Wilcox is firing at Webb over here. And where are our reinforcements? We just heard that we were getting reinforcements. Where are they? There they are. This is why, I understand now why the Union immediately went for Round Top. Colonel Cable's artillery of General McLaw's division is here and needs to be positioned on the high ground. Okay, well, go ahead and go to Current's Farm over here. Current's Farm, excuse me. And we will start attacking up Round Top with these guys. But I'm going to set them up first. I don't want to just go straight into Round Top. I want to have a nice level attack. Because if you want to go up this hill, you've got to go with a lot of men. And here we go. We're still continuing the attack over here. We're going to go ahead and move forward with Mahone. Move forward with Lane as well. And with Thomas. And wow, we actually crossed the wheat field without taking any damage. That's a surprise. Here we go. Men over here are doing great. Doesn't look like the enemy's losing a lot, but that's because they are in a pretty wooded area, so they have the advantage. Although we can get these guys like Mahone into a fairly well-wooded area and still do a lot of damage to the enemy. So here we go. Mahone, ready to fire. Wow. It looks like the Union has pushed us off over here, so I'm going to go into Scales here in time. Go ahead and run with Scales. We have just one battle line, so we really need it to succeed, guys. We're up here. Just make sure that the rest of our men are coming. Yes, it looks like they are. And we'll try to get up here on these elevated positions near the road. Right here, actually. Obviously, we can't fire until we see the enemy, so that's another thing. Let's see. All right. Right now, wow, guys, look at that. Look at the amount of volley fire that our Confederates have put on the enemy. You can see all of the enemy dead right there. A ton of men from Cross's brigade. We're going to go ahead and keep moving up. And just keep that offense going. Now, as I told you in my last Let's Play when I played as the Union and beat the Confederacy in this battle, I thought the Confederacy should have pushed their attack in the north, sort of just off this hilly area, and forced the Union to retreat to Round Top, and that becomes their last point of their last kind of stronghold, as it were. But the Union has a lot of reinforcements over here. That's going to make the battle very hard. And as you can see, just on our assault here in the north, we've lost a lot of men ourselves. Wow, there we go, Posey getting right up to the Union and firing a deadly volley. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this Ross cannon to go ahead and start firing on Zook. Beautiful. That's exactly what we wanted. In fact, we can have Scale start firing too. That's the kind of artillery fire that we want, guys, to win this battle. Look at that. Wonderful. The Union's already pulling back. Unfortunately, it looks like Posey doesn't have the strength to continue. He's going to pull back too. Try to get right into position, but the Union is doing a great job at holding us down. Holding us out of Little Round Top. Let's go ahead and take a look here at Scales. Wilcox. Come on, boys. They're almost ready to fire. Gotten a nice volley from Scales. Should get a nice volley from Wilcox pretty soon. We'll just keep this canister shot, or excuse me, the shell shot, firing down on the enemy. Let's take a look over here, see what's going on. Okay, it looks like the U.S. sharpshooters have already engaged us near Round Top, and we're going to try to make a desperate one. I know I said I wasn't going to do this, but starting to see the difficulty that Confederate generals had now, because they've sort of been forced to commit some forces to this area over here. And why wouldn't they? Right now, we can't just keep an attack up here and hope for the best. We've got to keep attacking on all sides. Let's get Boone up, Wilcox. Come on, guys. Alright, guys, we're going to go ahead and start. We moved the U.S. sharpshooters back. We're going to move Brenning forward, excuse me. Robertson forward, Law forward. We'll also try to get these cannons a little closer. As you can see, they're already opening fire on the enemy up here on this hill, so that's really great. They're shooting at the U.S. sharpshooters, which I'm not really too concerned of. I'm more concerned with your Trobriand's brigade, 3rd Corps up here. There's going to be a lot of infantry waiting for us up this hill. Let's go ahead and make the best of it. Okay, Thomas. Looks like Thomas is wavering, guys. Let's try to get some... No, I guess I'll leave the artillery here. Move over to shell shot. Try to hit Cross. Alright, it looks like our right flank over here is breaking, and the enemy could very easily flank us at this point. So I want to move over to canister shot. General McLaw's division must climb those ridges fast to flank the Union's left. Let's hope this works as prepared. Let's hope General Law comes out over here, because that's what we desperately need. Right now, it's not looking so good for us. The failed charge at Little Round Top, this is going to be known as. Looks like Perrin is running back to his farm. No way he wants any part of the battle. Okay, we do have some men over here. We want to get them over to our lines as fast as possible. Let's see what's going on here at Little Round Top. I want to try to get Robertson and Anderson on the hill. That will really help us. In fact, I'm going to have them run and try to flank the enemy over here on the hill. It would be pretty surprised if they didn't have some sort of infantry unit waiting for us next to Trobriand's, but if they don't, hey, that could be an easy victory for us there. So let's keep up our attack. It looks like our attack in the north is faltering pretty badly. Just got to keep that momentum up, but it doesn't seem to be helping very much. Okay, Kershaw's coming. Barksdale, we need you here, man, badly. Barksdale run into position. Perrin is ready for a fight again, too. Here we go. Okay, Anderson's brigade is over here near Trobriand's. We're actually going to have him charge, guys. Hopefully pushing Trobriand's brigade right off this hill. We're going to also charge with Robertson, and we're going to charge with Benning. A full charge up Round Top. I really think this is the best thing to do right now. I know it seems risky, but 3/8 charging, we should win. We are going uphill. But if we could take the Little Round Top position from the enemy, or the Round Top position, we're going to be at a huge advantage. Now, it looks like Anderson has already lost the stomach for the fight. He's pulling back. Trobriand's brigade doesn't seem to be suffering too many casualties, which is a little troubling. Let's go ahead and try to get Perrin up. Perrin, you're so damn slow. We'll have you run. Thomas. No morale, but a ton of condition. That's really unfortunate. At least they're still keeping up a steady stream of artillery fire here. I'm not sure how helpful that is. Wow, and look at that. Carroll is pushing artillery right off the battlefield. Let's take a look back here at our charge. Wow, things are still pretty hectic. Benning has continued the charge. Robertson has still continued the charge. But Trobriand is holding pretty strong here. And this may not have been the smartest decision. But I really hope that possibly we can at least force him off round top. That would be really cool. Okay, Anderson, turn back here. Alright, Trobriand's running, guys, but it looks like Robertson and Benning are also running. Try to get Robertson set up, try to get Benning set up here on top of the hill. This would be perfect. But as you can see, it's very hard to get those lines rearranged, and the men are still fighting. Our Trobriand's brigade, believe it or not, is still fighting our troops. It's just utter a nightmare of close combat and hell up here on Round Top. So let's go ahead, and hopefully the artillery is doing its part too, even if it is firing into our own men. Okay, at least we got Perrin on the line. He's made Ward pull back, but still not much luck over here. Alright, we'll move Scales up. Wright can move up too. Wilcox. Posey. Let's get actually Kershaw to deal with these guys over here so they don't flank us. We'll have Barksdale do the same. And here we go. It looks like we're also making a charge on this hill, Patterson and Jay Weikart's farm. You can see the amount of Confederate dead here and Union dead. It's just been a bloodbath for both sides. Really concentrated fire. I mean, these brigades were firing at each other from like 10 feet away. And as you can see, like right here, Perrin right there, just right in their face. It's pretty devastating. And as you can see, it looks like Carr is trying to make a little push. So let's put some pressure on him. We'll just drop a bunch of shell shot on him and hopefully make him rethink this strategy. Okay, guys, wow. Trobriand is counter-charging our men. We'll have Benning charge again versus Trobriand. I'm not sure how successful it will be, but we'll try to move Anderson up into position. And hopefully his condition will hold. There we go. All right, Benning, you can now halt. Trobriand is just, like, fighting to the death. Unbelievable. Wow, look at that. So Carroll has done a lot of damage here, guys. Hope that I'm still firing on him. And what I thought I was going to do in this battle was to bring everybody here to the north and push down, but I see how complex that would be now. Let's go ahead and get 3rd Corps down here to provide some support. Wilcox. Wow, that Union line is strong. Right now, we're really leaving it up to the artillery to keep these guys back, because look at this, Burling, Vincent, they're all pushing up here. Looks like we've already managed to take, I should say, a Round Top. We're going to go ahead and try to get Law's brigade up here and Robertson's brigade too. So we are winning at South Cemetery Ridge. But I'm not sure we're going to be able to hold this position over here. I don't know if that even matters, though. Oh, I see what South Cemetery Ridge is. So we have taken this location. Wonderful, guys. We're going to keep moving up. I will have Mahone go ahead and charge. He's in pretty high spirits. We'll also have Scales charge here. We really need to get desperate at this point because, you know, the enemy is right there. Okay, we're winning at South Cemetery Ridge. Pretty cool. Looks like Kershaw's already dealing with these guys, so we'll bring Barksdale down here. Wow. Posey is still firing into that charging infantry, right into the backs of our own men. Pretty cool. Wow, there we go. So Wright is keeping the fire up. Webb is moving up a little bit. Let's go ahead and move these guys up. Wow, so now the Union is definitely making a charge, guys. Look at this. They're making a desperate charge to take Round Top back. I think they just might. They look pretty strong. We're going to countercharge down the hill. We're not going to be able to stop their charge, but what we can do is go ahead and try a countercharge. How successful it's going to be, I don't know, but this hill is the focal point of the battle. We need to win this part of the battle. Looks like the Union is really getting a ton of men over here. Hope we can at least put some fire down on them. Let's try and move Thomas up. Any guys over here? Got Perrin and Lane, but they're pretty badly damaged. Try to reinforce this line. Oh, wow. See, Anderson, charge. Actually, I don't think Anderson even needs to charge. Not even Benning needs to charge at this point. Go ahead and get Law moved up, Anderson up, and it looks like we've secured Round Top. I don't know for how long, but for a little bit at least. And I definitely want these guys to get back into formation. Come on, guys. Alright, let's start moving down. Start putting some pressure over here on this area. Move down, Barksdale. Right flank is still really fragile. I wonder if we can get some canister shot down on these guys. Oh, that would be perfect. So one strange bug I see with the game is that it seems to be hard sometimes to even fire the cannons. They just don't want to fire at times. Here we go. Finally got some canister shot down. Boom! Wonderful. And that's going to soften up Lane's attack a bit. Make it easier for his men to move up without getting totally blasted and retreating immediately. Alright, it looks like we've got some of the enemy's guys on the run, but not all, and it looks like our units have taken a pounding. Let's get Perry down here, 3rd Corps, and why not? We'll even move Scales up. Make sure we're still holding down top. Wow, we are. Against all odds, guys. Go ahead and get Robertson and Law here. I'd love to get a general here to provide some morale, and in fact, I'm also going to move some artillery units up here, because once you have artillery, it seems like it'd be very hard for the enemy to get back. Wofford and Semmes. I don't remember these guys being here. Let's go ahead and move them up. And we will go ahead and take the 1st Corps and move them over here to our round top position. And that is General James Longstreet. Okay, you guys can see our men are faltering over here. I don't blame them, taking a huge amount of damage from the Union Army, and the Union has definitely outnumbered us in this battle right now, or at least in the past. Just to pause the battle right here for a second, look at the amount of Confederate dead we have north of this Seminary Ridge position. It's pretty terrifying. We've definitely lost more men in this battle so far. Now, the Union have lost a huge clump of men over here, and we had some great volleys over here where you just see like an entire line of Union soldiers down, but that's not enough to win a battle. Go ahead and move up. Lane, get some fire down on Carr. We really just want to make as many brigades retreat as possible. Instead of focusing fire on individual brigades, we're focusing fire, or excuse me, instead of focusing fire on various different brigades, we're focusing fire on individual ones to make them retreat faster. As you can see, Carr's already on the run. So now we'll switch our fire over to Vincent, and we can see we have him in a crossfire. Look at, hopefully we can get her go ahead and do some canister shot into Vincent's left side here. Okay, it looks like somebody's coming to meet Semmes and Schweitzer. What a brave entry leader. Don't think he's going to be brave for long, though, but he's decided to come up and try to stop us from getting to Devil's Den quickly enough. And that's pretty smart, because the more we hold this position, the more chance we have of winning this battle. Let's go ahead and move up with Robertson Brigade. Wow, Yankee infantry spotted. We must press the attack before they come close. More feds for 5th Corps come as reinforcements. Damn! The Yankees have more troops in the area than expected. And that's bad, because we already had to contend with a lot of Yankee troops. Look at this! We've got a Yankee charge right into this line. They're trying to push us off the ridge. We're going to go ahead and see if we can take Posey and charge. Yes, I think Posey can charge into the remaining Yankees, but that's a lot of enemy men. Wow. They're desperately trying to just kill as many of our men as possible. It's really a numbers game now. Okay, it looks like they're on the run over here. Let's see if we can get them on the run and secure this position once again. A little worried about Brewster. He's not easy to kill. Let's move these guys up. Wow, those guys are just a pain. We'll go ahead and move Kershaw down here. These 2 infantry brigades, they're just hanging back. Alright. Hold the position, then. Hold the position. Looks like Law has spotted some intruders over here. And let's see if Latham can put some fire down on them as well. Canister shot down on Cross. It's only 523 men, but I don't want to take any chances. Alright, keep moving up Semmes and Wofford. They're doing a pretty good job, just a really calm march up the field. And I kind of like that. It gives me a feeling that we still have some control of the battle, even though we don't really. We're going to move Kershaw down here, and we really need him, because you guys can see the Union reinforcements here are making a push for this area right here. We don't want to lose that area, or that part of the battlefield. No, is Perrin charging? I don't know what he's doing. Very strange. Okay, there we go. Perry is opening fire. That's good. Scales should move up, open fire, cover for Posey. And Wright could even do a little charge here. In fact, Kershaw could do a charge on the right flank. Just not sure how successful it would be. Right now, we can get away with just opening fire. Boom. There we go. Graham is on the run. I would not want to be in Graham's position right now. Let's Let's get right in there into those woods and hold position. All right, Thomas, your time to shine. Let's push these Federals back across the wheat field. And here we go, guys. We're actually getting to Devil's Den. Once we get these units to Devil's Den, I will push the attack for my men on Round Top onto Little Round Top, and hopefully be successful. I'm not sure how successful, though. All right, here we go. Oh, shit! Look at that devastating Union canister shot right there on our men. That's going to hurt Perrin's brigade badly. But also, look at all the dead men in this battle, both Union and Confederate. It's like this, just a carpet of bodies. Carpet of the dead. Alright, Law, I think it's time to go ahead and have Benning move up. We'll have Anderson move up too. Keep Robertson where he is, and we'll actually move Law over here to support him, because as you can see, we've got some Yankee reinforcements over here with McCandless and Fisher that are going to try to take the hill. And I didn't expect that to happen. Let's go and actually we'll have Anderson fire over here on these guys. Let's see if Semmes can keep moving up. Wofford, keep going, men. And if we can make it across the wheat field, that would be even better. Look at this. Perrin's on the run. Yeah, I didn't see that happening. Not. Completely saw that happening. Damn you, Perrin. Not the greatest general. At least not in this game. Just very strange guy. Wonder if he was an eccentric. Alright, here we go. Still got that canister fire and, or excuse me, that shell shot. And actually, I think this is just round shot. We're a bit far away to do any devastating shell shot on the enemy, so why don't we move these artillery positions up? Don't really need that shell shot anymore. Yeah, come on to the wheat field, men. There we go. Look at how Vincent's men are going to be whittled down by this fire. Always love it when enemies go onto the wheat field. There's like no cover there at all. Alright, at that. So we definitely have a Union attempt to retake Round Top. And it's probably a good idea to keep Law where he is. Provide some reserves. We're not going to be able to support Wofford and Semmes in their attack. At least I don't think we will be able to. You know, things change, but it's not that way. Alright, Wofford and Semmes, move up. Keep going. I feel like even if we hold these positions, we'll manage to win the battle, even if we don't take Little Round Top. We still have Round Top and these other locations, so I'm hoping that's enough. And you can see that our brigade's not ready for another fight. Besides Kershaw and, you know, maybe Perrin, most of the brigades are down to like 800 men. That's not a good sign. Let's go ahead. Perry, look at poor Perry. It's Matthew Perry. No, it's not. Alright, let's move up with Perrin. Wow, wonderful. Alright, we've got Wallace. Can Wallace off some canister shot? I wonder if he can. He may be able to. Let's try. Right into Vincent. And let's move Thomas down to assist in the attack here. Wow, Vincent and Schweizer are going to do a charge, guys. We're going to counter-charge with the Confederates, of course. We'll counter-charge with Wofford, too. I guess this charge was coming anyway. I was planning this anyway because we need to get up onto Little Round Top, and this charge may be the key to victory. Let's see. Semmes and Wofford. They would be true Confederate heroes if they succeed here, and I'm even going to move Benning onto Round Top. We'll have Benning charge on this retreating Union infantry. Don't know what's going to happen there, but we'll soon find out. And, wow. This is interesting. Very, very interesting. While that's happening, we'll move Thomas into position, Lane into position 2 in case the charge fails, and keep on this attack in the north, guys. Especially, oh, that is going to be some devastating cannon shot there. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I don't want to run too fast. These guys are going to run all the way to Washington. Looks like right now some of our men pulled back, Semmes pulled back, but of course Wofford continues his charge and won't stop. Absolutely refuses to stop. And I hope this isn't a bad thing, because right now we've got some Union men charging up the hill here. So we'll go ahead and charge with Robertson. We'll charge with Law. Actually, we'll keep Law in position, but look at this. This is one huge close combat battle here, guys. Utter carnage here. I don't even know who's winning. I can't even tell. Make sure to get Zeus pushed back perhaps a bit. The Union still has a ton of reinforcements. See, if I was the Union, I would definitely move these reinforcements over here to the Little Round Top area, on top area, etc. Let's see. Can we get Benning to act a little normal? Hopefully we can, and have him open fire on these artillery positions. Anderson is still continuing to charge. Let's go and have these guys halt. like they can stop now. And hopefully the Union will keep running and get the hell out of here. Let's get First Corps up here. Alright, it looks like Benning is reforming. Can Benning take Little Round Top? I don't know. Looks like we still have a bunch of enemies there, so it's going to be tough. The Union continues their charge. Sort of a counter-charge by both. Now our men are retreating into the retreating Union armies. And as you can see, if I zoom in here, some of them are still fighting with bayonets. So the battle continues. And here we go. Robertson's okay now. We'll have Robertson actually go ahead and just start moving up. Right through the enemy. Okay, we managed to hold this position, and look at all dead. Wow. Let's see, Thomas and Lane, your time shine. These guys could take Round Top, or Little Round Top, excuse me. One major problem at Little Round Top, as you guys can see, is the overwhelming Union artillery here. They really can just beat the hell out of us. Let's go ahead and get Robertson back into place, get Wofford back into place. I thank you, Wofford, for service. You've done damn well. But so far, we're okay. And as you can see, our lines have gotten totally mixed up. Both sides here have been totally mixed in terms of their formations because of all the charges, countercharges, retreats, etc. So that's pretty interesting. Okay, Benning, move up. Thomas, move up. Lane, move up. We're going to have Lane charge. We're going to have Thomas charge too. Just using the power of the Confederate charge. You guys can see that close up there. Beautiful. Those bayonets are out and ready for fighting. And actually, it looks like we could trap the Union. But I think all I want to do is just take the hill. That's the important part. Take the hill. Okay, awesome. Wofford can go ahead and move back up here. We can even move Anderson here to support our attack. And we need him to support our attack because we need to kill some of these artillerymen for the Union. Okay, do we have anyone else here? Semmes. Semmes is ready for a fight. Trying to move all this artillery up. We still haven't taken Little Round Top, but I believe we're in the process of winning there. So let's move Kershaw down here. We don't want the enemy to get too comfortable, or excuse me, we don't want to get too comfortable, or else the enemy's going to come and bite us right in the ass. And I'm sure that's going to happen. So we're going to continue our attack in the north to take some pressure off of Round Top. Take some pressure off their attack. We don't want them to be able to commit all of their forces here. So we're going to keep attacking up here in the north. Wow, awesome. Posey, wow, look at Posey go down. He has taken a hell of a, oh, jeez. Did you guys see that? He went down from 720 to about 670 in, I would say, 5 seconds. That's terrifying. Just imagine an entire line in front of you, all of your friends just going down right in front of you. Nothing you could do. We're winning at Little Round Top. That's what I like, guys. We're going to move up with Lane, move up with Perrin. I know I badmouthed you before, Perrin, but I love you now. Please win this battle for us. He can actually force Zook off the hill. And although Zook only has 660 men, he seems to be a pretty strong brigade. So hopefully we can finish him off. One more volley over here from Link. There we go. Awesome. Get Semmes into position too. At this point, I believe we outnumber the enemy. Let's go ahead and check. So actually we don't. We have only 21,000 soldiers. They have 22,000. So they do outnumber us slightly, but we've certainly put it in their lines. As you can see, we've got a ton of brigades running, guys. Not many men want to be part of this battle. I've never seen so many retreats here, and this is after the update, where they've really improved the retreating mechanism. It used to be men would retreat after the first volley, but this is a lot more realistic, and even now our men are retreating en masse. Okay, we've secured Little Round Top. Now we just need to hold our positions. You can see we've got some units flanking us. Trobriand, Ward, the 2nd U.S. Sharpshooters, the 1st U.S. Sharpshooters. But I'm not too concerned about them. As long as we can hold our positions, we win the battle. I believe we hold every victory position at this point. But not without a loss of a lot of men. Alright, here we go. Harrow is pretty strong. Let's stop that. Stop that from becoming a problem. As you can see, the Union has all of these reinforcements over here that they just don't seem to be using. I mean, Brewster has seen combat, Brooke has seen combat. I can understand why they're not moving up, but I can't understand why the rest of the guys aren't moving up. Look at that, all that concentrated fire on Harrow. I always tell you guys about the importance of concentrated fire in this game. When you get a bunch of units to go ahead and open fire on one unit from multiple angles, you make them so scared they run always after the first volley from every single brigade. See that Harrow's already sort of wavering, and he will run, believe me, very soon. There he goes. He's on his way. We not only have the advantage of men, we also have the advantage of position. As you can see, we're taking positions in the woods here. The enemy is sort of out in the open, so this is going to give us an even better chance to kill them without them killing all of us, to put it very simply. Okay, wow, oh, the battle was about to end there. Interesting. It's delayed again. Okay, here we go. Lane seems to be in pretty good position. I wonder if I could just send Lane in for sort of a disheartening attack on the enemy by charging, confusing them a bit, I guess, because Lane has quite a few men, and I think a charge by him over here by Harrow would be interesting, although maybe not the greatest idea. Let's have Perrin charge. We're going to have Perrin charge into Harrow. I know it seems a bit crazy, but we've got a lot of reserves here to plug this line up in case anything goes wrong. So we're not in the worst shape. Let's go ahead and see how Perrin does. Come on, Perrin. No, get there before the volley. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, he had to turn back. And that's how I defeat Confederate charges, actually. You can see they opened fire right when he was about to hit them with the charge. Volley right into the chest of your men is not good. Stannard's brigade is coming, guys. Hope he's showing up too late. Stannard's brigade is a lot of men. It's got a lot of men in it. It could definitely take any one of our positions. I believe it's about 2,000 men, 2,500, something like that. Okay, 1950. I was close. Pretty terrifying. So we don't want Stannard's brigade getting too strong. And Smythe and Carroll have been giving us trouble since the beginning of the battle, forcing Kershaw back left and right, just sort of kind of harassing us with guerrilla tactics by, sort of hanging out here, moving into the woods, firing at us, moving back. Really smart tactics by the AI, I have to say. And it's kept 3 or 4 of our divisions out of battle and out of combat, which isn't good. I mean, we could be using these guys to reinforce this line. Right now, this is all we have. If they break through, we lose. So we need to be careful. If they just had the initiative to push through with a major offensive, I think they could be pretty successful. I don't like it when Mahone starts to waver. It does not make me happy. Okay, he's alright. He was just repositioning himself a bit. Okay, the Union is pulling back. We'll go ahead and move forward. Move forward with Lane, move forward with Sims. Keep moving forward with Benning, just moving all of these lines forward to sort of consolidate our position. And now it looks like kind of closing the Union in a sort of C position. You guys can see that there, which is kind of what I wanted to do. Now I'm going to go ahead and pause here, guys. I think I'll wait till we get down to about 3 minutes of battle about to end time before I declare victory. I don't want to be like President Bush, mission accomplished, and all of a sudden the enemy has a ton of reinforcements coming to beat us. Yeah, so it's delayed. So we'll wait. We'll wait a little longer. And the reason that's happening, I think, is because Stannard's brigade's on the way, and Harrod's brigade is on the way too. Those guys are tough. They're not easy to beat. Let's move right over here. Move Kershaw too. Sort of just ignore these two guys. Actually, let's move Anderson back on the hill. There's no reason to expose him out there to enemy fire. Just enemy artillery fire is just pounding us. And Harrow has got a very healthy brigade. Hopefully we can put a stop to that. Come on, let's reload. This brigade's taking a while to reload. It feels like too long to reload. Go. Sems is opening up, guys. Right onto Harrow. Looks like the battle is about over. And right now, I think I will go ahead and give the post-battle report. Let's pause here. Just real quick, I wanted to say thank you so much for watching, guys. I always enjoy when you guys actually stay with me till the end of the battle. Now, you guys remember in my last video, I played this as the last battle for my Union campaign and won against the Confederacy. And I talked about a few different ways in which the Confederacy could have won this battle. So I've managed to do that. Now, I did pick a defensive difficulty setting. And the reason I did that is because I thought the Union would defend at Little Round Top, those places, etc. I'm playing against a defensive victory setting. I'm not sure how this would work against cautious or offensive or whatever, but I do know that initially my plans were to take the Confederacy and charge here in the north with the entire force, because I remember playing as the Union, it was real easy to hold Round Top and Little Round Top. Now in this case, what the Union did is they sent almost all of their guys to defend here in the north. They left a few guys for defense here in the south at Round Top, and what I managed to do with the Confederacy, I did a little something different from what I initially planned to do. I went ahead and did my northern assault, as you guys saw, and that failed pretty badly. It failed miserably at first. And the only time that it actually started working out was when I got these reinforcements over here. And once I got these reinforcements, the 4 infantry brigades, I decided that, hey, maybe my northern approach strategy isn't going to work, because if I had to send these 4 reinforcements all the way up here to the north, guys, that would have taken way too long. And these guys would have been running, back to the hills immediately. So I decided to go ahead and start an assault on Round Top. Even though we lost a lot of men, we took this position, we forced the enemy to pull some of their troops back to deal with our men over here at Round Top, and we also managed to go ahead and push 2 more brigades through Devil's Den to take Little Round Top, while still holding our positions here. You guys can see our battle lines. We've got this place held solid, basically. So I think the important thing in this battle as the Confederacy is really to take the Round Top positions as soon as possible. And don't be afraid to commit a lot of troops to the north, although I think I probably could have done it differently, just to really show you guys the amount of men we lost here in the north is unforgivable. We lost way too many men in this assault. You can see all those gray coats on the ground. We did kill a lot of Union, it was good, but we lost way too many men on this northern assault, and all of these brigades, you could see 659, 709, 866, you don't want that. Perry's 420. They lose a lot of their fighting spirit. Also here in the eastern part, the Union totally could have flanked us. They actually did flank us for a while, and they were just harassing us up here in the north. So there were a few ways I could have made that battle a little better for the Confederacy. But I think we're going to probably get an epic victory. So let's go ahead and continue here. A quick overview. I like to do a quick look at all the bloodiest positions of the battle. You guys can take a look just right here. Do a screenshot of Cemetery Ridge. The dead on both sides is overwhelming. If we go to that huge charge on Round Top, there was a massive charge that led through Little Round Top into Round Top. A lot of close. And believe it or not, this is actually in the Civil War itself. Not as many men died in close combat as you would think. Men wouldn't always use their bayonets. They would sometimes use their guns as clubs, so you'd sometimes get hit on the head, hopefully just get a concussion and survive. Sometimes you get a few ribs broken or whatever, but usually charges would occur, then men would retreat back to their lines, reform, and open fire again unless they were out of ammunition. As in the charge down Little Top by Josiah Chamberlain. Or is it Joseph Chamberlain? I have no idea. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that battle. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at these casualties. A lot of men dead here. You guys can see that that charge killed a lot of Union just all the way down the hill, but it wasn't as devastating as the gunfire that took place over here, as you guys can see. Both sides lost a lot of men near Cemetery Ridge, and over here, this little culvert, or I should say this little downhill approach, you could see the amount of Union dead. They're stacked up like bark, like just cords of wood everywhere. It's just crazy. So let's go ahead and press play, and hopefully Stannard's brigade doesn't come to delay the battle here. I don't think he will, though. He's just not arrived in time, and it's good for us. We'll go ahead and going, and is it? Yes, it is. A major victory, guys. The Confederates, we actually lost nearly 9,000 men, 8,753. The Union lost 9,031, but really the main issue of this battle, and by the way, just think about that, 18,000 men lost. Absolute nightmare of a battle. We did keep all of our victory positions, so this would certainly be a Confederate major victory. That does make sense. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you enjoy Ultimate General Gettysburg, give me that thumbs up, share this video with your friends, and absolutely comment down below. Always helps. Thank you so much, guys, and take care.